This tutorial is about dialogue smoothing. Dialogue smoothing is usually a part of sound editing. It comes after picture lock, so you've already done your picture editing and before sound mixing. Now the reality is there is some overlap between picture editing and sound editing, and changes in one can actually cause a few changes and tweaks in the other. But the idea is your picture edit should be fairly close when you begin sound editing, if not totally locked. All right, so we're going to go over a few different techniques, some basic techniques of dialogue smoothing. Let's take a look at this segment from Coaching Colburn.
When he was about 4 till about the time he was 8.
We already have a problem right out of the gate. As you can hear, the beginning of this dialogue is not smooth. It's not clean.
But when he was
okay, he's in the middle of another word, and if we trim this back a bit, you can hear what's going on there.
But when he was
he's saying, but when he was. So let's say I've decided I want to start with when he was. I want to make it nice and clean. So I need to cut out the word but and everything before it, which means I have to find the juncture on the soundtrack between the word but and when. And there's not much space between them. Most people run their words together.
But when he was...
This is going to be a precision edit, and when you get into edits at this precision level, the first thing you need to do is you need to detach your audio from the picture clip. Okay, so you can see these little peaks and valleys going along here. This is a visual representation of the soundtrack on this clip. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to right-click the clip. It gives us a sub-menu. And we're going to select Detach Audio. As you can see, the shortcut is Control-Shift-S. It removes the audio from the picture clip, and it puts it below the primary storyline as a connected clip. Okay, so let's see if we can find the juncture between those two words.
But when...
Okay, I'm going to go back frame by frame. Now I'm into the word but. Okay, that's the first syllable of when. I'm going to go back one frame to the left, right before it. And I'm going to trim the audio to start there. And I'll go ahead and trim the video to match, of course. Now let's take a listen.
When he was about...
Okay, much better. But we can really use another technique to make it even smoother. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, Command plus, or you can go here if you like to use this to zoom in. You'll notice on the sound clips you have this little fader handle. All right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it about 2 frames in. See the 2 there? And I'm going to leave it there. What that does is it just gives us a smooth fade at the beginning of that clip. It gives it a nice smooth start to the word, and it can also work at the end too.
When he was about...
Okay, so it just smooths it out a little bit.